Readi generates personalized fatigue risk predictions for every worker in advance of every shift. These fatigue predictions are proven to correlate to one's risk of incidents, accidents, and lost productivity. Armed with these predictions, shift supervisors can plan breaks or other countermeasures hours in advance to mitigate risk, increase safety, and improve productivity. So how does Readi generate these fatigue predictions? It starts with the science. The U.S. Army research that underpins Readi reveals that fatigue is about more than just how much sleep you got last night. In fact, the previous 10 days of sleep contain complex interactions that affect one's fatigue today. This includes irregularities like shift changes and other circadian disruptions that accumulate into material fatigue risk. Fortunately, with the right scientific models and an estimate of one's last 10 days of sleep, it's possible to predict fatigue risk hours in advance. And today, with machine learning, Readi is breaking new ground. We can now predict most cases of fatigue without requiring the use of wearables. This unique ability is only possible because of the tens of thousands of wearables we've deployed at many of the world's top mines and other industrial sites in the past decade. The wearables we've deployed have captured over 5 million anonymized sleeps from shift workers, giving our models unparalleled insight into patterns that can predict fatigue. The sleeps we capture are tagged with anonymized demographics, work hours, and details about one's sleep environment. Our machine learning model studies the relationship between these metadata and the recorded sleeps themselves. Every piece of wearable sleep data we collect improves our model's ability to infer the correct sleep from the metadata alone. Ultimately, this means Readi can make a fatigue risk prediction without requiring wearables. Prior to the start of each shift, Readi examines one's work hours and personal metadata to estimate the trailing 10 days of sleep for each worker, including each sleep's most likely quantity, quality, and timing. Readi then passes those sleep data into the validated safety fatigue model, which we've used for nearly a decade to predict fatigue from sleep data. Machine learning is a pattern-driven science, and fortunately, most cases of shift worker fatigue fit a pattern. The most common fatigue risk scenarios involve moderate to severe sleep health, interacting with complex work hours related factors, such as shift changes, unexpected downtime, delayed starts, or overtime. And wearables remain an option for predicting fatigue from additional, less common sources like repeated bouts of partying or animal disturbances. Ultimately, whether you choose to use wearables or not, Readi gives shift supervisors a massive degree of visibility into upcoming fatigue where they previously had none, enabling proactive countermeasures that keep your crew safe and productive.